welcome to the Whiz Kids Championship match. Whiz Kids is a quick recall academic competition for 4th and 5th grade students from area schools. My name is Dave Duda and I will be your moderator. Even though the teams are familiar with the rules, I would like to state that although Whiz Kids is similar to Governor's Cup, it is a Hardin County Schools competition. Today's contestants are from Heartland and St. James Elementaries. Now let's meet the team members and coaches from Heartland.
Sam Hussein is a 5th grader whose favorite subject is math. His hobbies include playing video games, playing football, and doing Lego sets. When he grows up, he wants to be an NFL player or a paratrooper. Delana Sattel is a 5th grader whose favorite subject is biology. She enjoys exploring the woods and listening to music. When she grows up, she wants to be a wound specialist. Jace Colson is a 5th grader whose favorite subject is social studies. He loves cooking, hunting, fishing, and camping. When he grows up, he wants to be a chef. Michael Osoro is a 4th grader whose favorite subjects are math and STEM. His hobbies include playing sports and playing video games such as Minecraft and Roblox. When he grows up, he wants to be a YouTuber. Hannah Asher is a 4th grade special education teacher at Heartland Elementary School. This is her 13th year teaching, but her first year as an academic team coach. Suzanne Aid is a 4th grade teacher at Heartland Elementary. She has been teaching for 6 years, and this is her 2nd year as an academic team coach.
We will now meet the team and coach from St. James.
Jackson Rollins is the son of Will and Jacqueline Rollins. He is a 5th grader at St. James. He enjoys baseball and rapping. He hopes to become a baseball player after completing school. Teresa Villaham is the daughter of Sarah and Joseph Villaham and is a 5th grader. She enjoys archery, art, basketball, and dogs. Teresa hopes to be an artist after completing school. Waylon Thompson is the son of Nathan and Carrie Thompson. He is a 5th grader at St. James. He enjoys reading, basketball, and academic activities. He hopes to become an NBA player after completing school. Jace Hamilton is the son of Crystal and Eric Hamilton and is a 5th grader at St. James. Jace enjoys baseball. He hopes to become an MLB player after completing school. Mr. Jeff Lance is the librarian at St. James School, and it is his 2nd year as academic coach. He enjoys reading, movies, and baseball.
Coaches, you may return to your seats at this time. Teams, are you ready? Contestants, remember you may interrupt the reading of a toss-up question by buzzing in. However, if your answer is incorrect, the question will be reread in its entirety for the opposing team. Teams may confer on bonus questions, but the team captain must give the response or designate. Remember, the bounce-back bonus will be in effect. All questions are worth 1 point and each half is 10 minutes long. The first question is a toss-up for either team. This is from a version of a story about whom. Then the prince knelt down. I really didn't notice that he had a funny nose, and he certainly looked better all dressed up in fancy clothes. He's not nearly as attractive as he seemed the other night, so I think I'll just pretend that this glass slipper feels too tight.
St. James Rollins.
Cinderella.
Correct. 2, bonus. There are 90 roosters on Uncle Milty's Rooster Ranch. 2 out of 5 of these birds can cluck and whistle Dixie at the same time. How many cannot perform this feat? Incorrect, Captain.
3 out of 5.
Incorrect, 54. Toss-up, 3. What is wrong with these lyrics sung by English boys around 1830? To the west, to the west, to the land of the free, where the mighty Missouri rolls down to the sea?
Heartland, Colson.
Missouri.
St. James, Rollins.
Missouri to Mississippi.
Incorrect. The Missouri.
I'll accept that.
Okay, then it is correct. 4, bonus. You are being followed by a deficiency of light caused by the interception of light waves by an opaque body in an illuminated arc. What is following you? Time, Captain?
A light orb.
Incorrect. A shadow. Toss-up 5. Around 1709, what musical instrument did the harpsichord maker Bartolomeo Cristofori invent that used hammers to strike the strings?
St. James, Thompson.
Piano.
Correct. Bonus 6. Badger on the Barge and Other Stories by Yanni Hauker is a collection of tales involving lonely young people who come into contact with elderly strangers. What country is the setting for these tales?
Ireland.
Incorrect, Captain?
Britain.
Correct. 7, toss-up. What is the set of odd numbers greater than 151 but less than 163?
Heartland, Sorrow.
152.
Incorrect.
St. James, Rollins.
153, 155, 157, 159, and 161.
Correct. 8, bonus. A closed conduit system for conveying fluid materials in bulk is called a
Assembly line.
incorrect, Captain.
Aqueduct.
Incorrect, a pipeline. Toss-up 9. What occurs on Earth because the moon's gravity attracts the near side of the planet?
St. James, Rollins.
Tide.
Correct. 10, bonus. The great wooden log traditionally laid across the hearth on Christmas Eve is called the
Christmas tree.
incorrect, Captain.
No answer.
Yule log. 11, toss-up. Which are the prepositions in this list of the 11 most frequent words in the English language? Are, the, of, and, to, a, in, that.
Heartland, Colson.
In.
Incorrect. I'll reread the question. Which are the prepositions in this list of the 11 most frequent words in the English language? Are, the, of, and, to, a, in, that, it, is, I.
St. James, Rollins.
Of, to, in.
Correct. 12, bonus. If George Washington Carver was 82 years old when he died in 1943, in what year was he born? Time, Captain?
No answer.
1861. Toss-up 13. What country is an island about the size of Kentucky in the North Atlantic, east of Greenland, just touching the Arctic Circle?
St. James, Hamilton.
Iceland.
Correct. 14, bonus. Softwoods typically have either scale-like leaves, as on cedars, or what other type of leaves as on pines?
Needles.
Correct. 15, toss-up. Sculptures or other art objects that have been gilded have been covered with a thin coating of...
Heartland Colson.
Gold.
Correct. 16, bonus. These lines are from what novel? You know, at times like this, one feels, well, perhaps extinct animals should be left extinct. The children of the world love dinosaurs, and the children are going to delight in this place.
Matilda?
Incorrect. Captain?
Jurassic Park.
Correct. 17, toss-up. In 1/2 mile, there are how many feet?
St. James Hamilton.
2,640 feet.
Correct. 18, bonus. The state capital of Utah is?
Salt Lake City.
Correct. 19, toss-up. There are 4 kinds of sensory receptors in the skin. Which is missing from this list? Touch, pressure, pain.
St. James Hamilton.
Feel.
Incorrect.
Heartland Hussein.
Sense.
Incorrect. Temperature. Toss-up 20. These are members of what group of musical instruments? Mandolin,
Heartland Colson.
String.
correct. 21, bonus. Count the syllables in this line by Aeschylus. Wrong must not win by technicalities.
Nine.
Incorrect, Captain?
10.
Correct. 22, toss-up. At its deepest point, the Grand Canyon is about 1.6 kilometers deep. To the nearest whole number, how many times deeper is the Marianas Trench with its depth of over 11 kilometers? No talking during a toss-up.
St. James Rawlins.
10.
Incorrect.
Heartland Osaro.
9.4.
Incorrect. 7. Toss-up 23. Harold and Doris Faber's work, We the People, is about what historical document?
St. James Rollins.
The Constitution.
Correct. 24, bonus. The place at which two streams flow together to form one larger stream is called a...
River.
Incorrect, Captain.
Conjunction.
Incorrect. Confluence. Okay, that is the end of the first half, and at the end of the half, the score is Heartland 3, St. James 13. Welcome back to the second half of Whiz Kids between Heartland and St. James Elementaries. During the half, the following substitution was made. Joining the team from Heartland is Ethan Blankenship.
Ethan Blankenship is a fifth grader whose favorite subjects are math and science. He loves to draw, play video games, and play basketball. When he grows up, he wants to be a mathematician.
Teams, let's begin the second half of today's competition with a toss-up question. These non-fictional works are about what ancient empire? Pompeii, Nightmare?
St. James Rollins.
Correct. 2, bonus. 1 pint and 1 quart equal what fraction of 1 gallon?
Two-tenths.
Incorrect, Captain.
I designate Sam. 5/16.
Incorrect, 3/8. Toss-up 3. Name the hemisphere which includes North and South America.
Heartland Colson.
The Western Hemisphere.
Correct. 4, bonus. These are characteristics of what North American spiders? Only adult females are dangerous to humans. The females sometimes eat the male after they mate. The venom is many times more toxic than that of rattlesnakes. Adults have shiny black abdomens.
Black Widow.
Correct. 5, toss-up. Who sings these words in a musical? Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none.
Heartland Hussein.
Anne.
Incorrect. Time, Annie.
Very close. Very close.
6, toss-up. How does this saying by Ben Franklin end? Wise bees save honey, and wise folks save...
St. James Thompson.
Money.
Correct. 7, bonus. The sum of what 3 consecutive integers is 129?
Hundred 22, 123, and 124.
Incorrect, Captain.
No answer.
42, 43, and 44. Toss-up 8. Who on his final voyage reached the great Canadian bay named for him?
Heartland Hussein.
Henry Hudson.
Correct. 9, bonus. What is the function of these materials? Rubber around metal wires, spun fiberglass in walls, goose down in sleeping bags.
Insulation.
Correct. 10, toss-up. These are examples of what kind of paintings? Transparent bowl of fruit, bread and fruit dish on a...
St. James Thompson.
Still lifes.
Correct. 11, bonus. This is about what bird? He sucks his food, the honeydew, with nimble tongue and beak of jetty hue. He takes with rapid whirl his noisy flight. His gemmy plumage strikes with gazer's sight.
Hummingbird.
Correct. 12, toss-up. How many milliliters are in 1 liter?
St. James Rollins.
1,000.
Correct. 13, bonus. A feeling of loyalty and devotion to one's own country is called...
Loyalty.
Incorrect. Captain?
Patriotism.
Correct. 14, toss-up. Burning 1 gallon of gasoline produces about 20 pounds of carbon dioxide. How many pounds of carbon dioxide are produced by a vehicle getting 15 miles per gallon on a 90-mile trip?
St. James Hamilton.
27,000.
Incorrect.
Heartland Hussein.
120.
Correct. 15, bonus. The architecture of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. was patterned after buildings found in the ruins of what ancient civilization?
Greece.
Correct. 16, toss-up. What is the third word in a word square if the first two are not and o? Time 10. Toss up 17. Round the number 89.339173 to the nearest hundredth.
St. James Villiam.
89 3/400.
Correct. 18 bonus. Baghdad is the capital of what country?
Switzerland.
Incorrect, Captain.
No answer.
Iraq. Toss up 19. Gila monsters live on what continent?
St. James Rollins.
Africa.
Incorrect.
Heartland, Colson.
North America.
Correct. 20 bonus. Often made of foil, name the very tiny pieces of light reflecting material used for decoration.
I designate Michael.
Glass.
Incorrect, Captain.
Sequins.
Incorrect, glitter. 21 toss up. By nibbling alternate sides of a magic mushroom, who could become a giantess or a pygmy?
Heartland, Colson.
Mario.
Incorrect. Time, Alice. Toss up, 22. What percentage of 160 is 320?
Heartland, Blankenship.
50%.
Incorrect.
St. James Hamilton.
200%.
Correct. 23 bonus. The borders of what two states form perfect rectangles?
Colorado and Wyoming.
Correct. 24 toss-up. Venomous animals dispense their poisons by squirting, biting, or...
St. James Rollins.
Touching.
Incorrect.
Heartland, Hussein.
Stinging.
Correct. 25 bonus. The two vertical lines that show the end of a section or piece of music is called a double...
Staff.
Incorrect. Captain?
Double bar line.
Correct. 26, toss-up. This refrain is from what poem? 90 years without slumbering, tick, 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 tick. His life seconds numbering, tick, 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 tick. It stopped short, never to run again, when the old man died.
St. James Thompson.
A clock.
Incorrect.
Heartland, Colson.
Time.
Incorrect. Grandfather's clock. Toss up, 27. What is the seventh number in this sequence? 23, 20, 17, 14.
St. James Thompson.
11.
Correct.
Incorrect.
Heartland, Colson.
7.
Incorrect. 5. Toss up, 28. What African desert is almost as large as the entire United States?
St. James Hamilton.
Sahara Desert.
Correct. 29 bonus. The Great Lakes and thousands of other lakes in their vicinity were carved out of the bedrock by... That is the end of the match. And the final score is Heartland 12, St. James 23. Congratulations to the championship team and the runner-up team for an excellent competition. Join us next year for more rousing competitions.